All right, hey everyone, this is Mast, and welcome back to some more Deadlock, sort of. We're doing a patch notes video today. We're going to get into game, look at the changes that went on. There's not like a regular patch notes for this. There's basically just a Steam post that kind of goes over generally what's done. So we'll dive into game for most of this to actually show stuff off. But we're back with Deadlock. I was literally planning on within the few coming days, like literally within a few days, I knew an update was somewhat on the way, like a week from now or something like that. I was planning on getting back to Deadlock, getting nice and warmed up, and then we would dive in as the update comes back. Surprise, update is here on a Monday of all days. Did not expect that one bit. I don't know if they've ever updated on a Monday. It's always like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. I thought I'd have some time. But let's get into things. This should end up being a really big update. It'll be probably a little bit hard to tell just from this alone. But at the very least, as you can see by the title, we have 6 new heroes coming to the streets of the Cursed Apple. So obviously, these are not heroes that we have had in Hero Labs. These are just straight up new heroes coming onto the game. They're stylized. The art looks done. They look incredible, at least based on the pictures here. Looks really, really sick. I don't know anything about them yet. I don't know their kits. I haven't dove into the game or anything. But it says 6 new heroes have been spotted on the streets of the Cursed Apple. Mina the vampire, Billy the demonic goat, Paige who can bring books to life, the doorman who's always at your service, Victor the monster who can't be stopped, and Drifter who terrorizes the city. Rather than enabling all these new heroes at once, we're trying a new approach where we'll be staggering the release, unlocking one every other day. Oh, with the first starting today. So I guess technically we're not getting everybody all at once, but we'll be getting them very, very quickly over the course of about 2 weeks. Or I guess a week and a half, essentially. From there, you'll help decide which hero unlocks next by casting votes in the new pre-game lobby called the Hideout. Oh my god, check this out. Along with the new heroes in Hideout are various map visual updates, as well as a new character select screen. I'm curious if we have any item changes, any new item, anything like that. Yeah, little look at the Hideout. I mean, obviously, we'll see it in game. This looks sick. This is a vibe. Absolutely badass. It's kind of giving me like Baldur's Gate 3 Raphael vibes right here. Oh my god. But welcome to the Hideout. The Hideout replaces the existing dashboard UI. Really? And is your personal area to play around in while waiting for a match. That is so cool, man. So they're like fusing the offline training ground that so many people will dive on into if they're in a queue that's going to be more than just like a few seconds, right? That so often you'll just sit there because you can while you're in queue and you'll do a little bit of stuff. So it's going to be, I'm assuming that to some degree, but way cooler, but way more just aesthetic. So that should be fun. You can invite friends to your Hideout or join them in yours. We hope it'll be a fun place to spend time as well as provide future opportunities for personalization, achievements, and events. They're cooking so hard even with this, man. I am not that into like, I don't know, like I guess stuff that you would like spend money on customize generally. I am happy to just play a MOBA that's a fun game, but this is absolutely badass and we're not even seeing it in game yet. Interact with the terminals located throughout the Hideout to access various functions like play, watch, and learn. The Hideout features a practice range where you can quickly test movement and abilities without needing to load into the sandbox. Don't worry, the Legacy sandbox is still available via a teleporter in the practice range or through the play menu, which makes sense. Map update specifically, map has been updated with various visual improvements and lighting changes. Stay tuned, we have a lot more map improvements planned in upcoming updates. Really no surprise there, obviously map is literally not done. At some point, jungle monsters will not just be a bunch of aliens that all look the exact same but are various sizes, I'm sure. Eventually they'll be really cool and probably not just sit there and play shooting at you. Character select screen getting overhauled. This looks nice, obviously very fitting with the card item art update. Very similar thing here. So character select screen has received a major visual overhaul. In addition, there have been numerous visual updates to existing heroes. This work is ongoing and you can expect more updated heroes in the future. So this very much gives me like a mixture of Deadlock art plus kind of like fighting game vibe here, which is really cool. Looks really nice. Hero voting, something they already kind of slightly touched on. Today, we introduced the first of the 6 new heroes, Mina, with another new hero unlocking every 2 days. Heroes will be released on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, both this week and next. We'll also release balance adjustments in the days following each hero's release. Every time you complete a game, you will earn a vote, which you can cast by visiting the voting booth in the Hideout. Who do you want to see unlocked next? As a note, while developing this new set of heroes, we paused work on Hero Labs. I'm assuming that means they literally closed the mode down, which is funny because that mode is getting like no use right now. It's getting so little use. It is so undercooked at the moment. It's been cool in the past. I have loved it in the past. Right now, it is just like basically non-existent. In the future, we may revisit some of the Hero Labs heroes as we understand there are some elements of them that players like. It's funny to see a little bit behind the screen where it's like, yeah, none of these are we're not doing shit with any of these. We got a bunch of heroes that are not those at all whatsoever. Mina Hero Spotlight. Killing enemies has never looked better. Mina is a glass cannon that delivers quick bursts of spirit damage at range with her passive Love Bites. She can transform into bats and escape when things get a bit too messy. Each time you trigger Love Bites, your vampiric powers grow stronger for the rest of the match. This builds towards your ultimate Nox Nostra, which unleashes a massive swarm of bats that hunt down and silence nearby enemies. Who got blood on my brand new shirt? Damn. They're pulling in the weebs with this one too. Check her out. Mommy? Goth mommy character? Geist wasn't enough. Geist was too old. Geist is not Granny from Dan to Dan. But Mina. Ooh. Ooh. We're reaching a new audience with this one. Honestly, I don't care that much. Let's get in the game. Let's see how things are looking. Oh. Oh. Hello. Is this a fucking trap beat? I guess not quite, but it's similar. It's so similar. That's actually crazy. I'm probably stupid. Somebody with like more musical knowledge than me is probably like, this guy doesn't know about jazz, but but it's pretty trappy. What? No, it is. And it's like actually like trappy jazz. And it's good. These motherfuckers are modernizing Nightmare, why can't I think of the name right now? Nightmare on something street, you know? Oh no, my frames. What is, oh no. Oh, because we're compiling shaders, that's fine. I was so worried it was gonna be super laggy. This is cool. So we can play. We will not be playing yet. We can learn to play. Might need that as we come back into things. We've got books and shit. I feel very glidey right now. I think it's something about being in a room and feeling the just natural inertia of Deadlock is really weird feeling right now, because you wouldn't normally get it in a game like this. Normally you'd have more like stop and go movement. What was that? Let's just learn to play. Let's just learn to play. So yeah, I mean, this looks good. Why can't I open the door? All the different custom art. Let me in there. Imagine we could like break the house. That could be a form of customization. We've got this, dude. This is part of why I was thinking it was already a Raphael vibe, but then this painting is very much Raphael vibe from Baldur's Gate 3. Watch. Okay, that's cool. Obviously, we already had like the watch menu in game, but something about it being, oh, and we can vote for next hero. Let me get this in. Let's see. It kind of implies that we can vote for Mina. Do I not? Earn a vote for each match you play. Okay. So we can't vote yet. I see. Who will I vote for? I don't know for sure. Drifter, as far as aesthetic, Drifter and Victor. Billy seems funny. Doorman, I'm assuming, has just an absolutely insane kit. I am assuming Doorman is gonna just do something absurd, so that could be really cool. Shop and practice space. Okay.
How may I be of service?
We can just walk on into the item shop. Let me take a quick peek. Unless this is something that happened while I was gone. Healing Nova seems like it has new art, but maybe I've just missed that. I'm assuming these are subtler changes, like Divine Kevlar looks a little different. I think Healing Tempo looks a little different. So far, not seeing any new items. I know about Transcendent Cooldown. I don't know if we've played. I don't think we've played since it got added, but I know about it. I still think Hunter's Aura art is actually maybe kind of a downgrade. Not a big fan. I'm gonna be real. Anybody else agree? I feel like this looks weird. It looks like one of those logos that people spend $50 for their YouTube channel. And if you make those, I'm sorry if you took offense, but wait, stamina down on the bottom. Is that just something I missed? I know there were some changes to stamina. I didn't know about that. That's just a straight up UI change right there. I think the font is different for health. Give it a punch. Oh, you're on our team, huh? Give him a punch. There we go. You fight back? We've got different sound effects for the punches too, but that might have been something that changed. Oh my, oh, ball. What? Ava goes on the ball. Oh my. Like you can't, don't even, people talk about Deadlock like, oh my God, the player base is dying, right? Insert that one meme of the chick saying, never mind. I don't need to go into this. But people talk about Deadlock, oh my God, the player base is dying. This game is so not close to finish. Look at how hard they cook whenever they actually upload the recipe. Incredible, man. Incredible. Give it a punch. Give it a punch. Anyways, what else do we have in here? Like the aesthetic is crazy. The concept is cool as hell. Obviously, there have been somewhat similar concepts to this in general, but I feel like this is on a different level from anything I've seen or played. Teleport to sandbox. Okay. So I think we've seen everything in here. Do one of these. All right, back we go. Did I miss anything? This was our shop section. There might have been something upstairs that I missed. Oh, oh, it's hard to see. You guys see, we got some Frankenstein looking shadow guy here. I wonder if that's all the shadow guy art. Yes, I tried to punch a box that didn't exist. You can't blame me. I need the loot. Clearly we need to get farm in this offline game mode. This is actually just cosmetic. Okay, so we've seen everything. Let me take a peek if we do want to start a match. Okay. Explore New York City, custom match, deadlock, sandbox, bot match. So basically the options as usual, minus Hero Labs, as we took a look at. But of course with new effects and stuff. And like if I want to go in here, we can see our hero select screen. Ooh. We have music, that's cool. We have new art, that's cool. I'm assuming other people... That is a man right there. That is a... Hang on. How many people... Pocket? No. Where's Ivy? No. Wait, this looks fine. Wait! Are we saved? Ivy looks good. Or was this already... Had there been an art overhaul already for Ivy, or is this it? Because this actually seems fine. Like, she's just cuter without it being weird. For anybody that's been following any of the potential Ivy art incoming, update available. That never goes away, does it? A lot of people have been scared because it seemed like they were turning her into a furry slash it's been too long since these movies were relevant. What's the name of the weird looking thing that basically plays the role of Donkey in Ice Age? Something with an S. We're gonna make her look kind of like that. This is a lot better. This looks more promising. Abrams is already dripped. Billy. I gotta go through all these real quick. Drifter looks cool. Grey Talon, like, tiny change, right? His hair is different? I think Grey Talon got a small change. Obviously, they have different, like, icon slash card art. I think most of the heroes are seeming like they probably look the same. Lash is different. Pocket is a little bit different. Paige. Of course, they're not changing Mo and Krill. How could you? Yeah, oh, we're getting... Oh, my... Weebs rejoice, man, with Mina. You gotta be so excited. Shiv, I feel like, is gonna get reworked soon. Sinclair still looks like this. This is actually kind of a vibe, though. This, when he's posing, it's kind of different. Maybe in a way looks better. This man's out here looking like the Flash. Victor looks very cool. I think Vindicta maybe got an overhaul, at least based on that. Viscous, I've heard, is coming. Everybody else looking the same, I think. Okay. We've taken our peek. So with that said, let's go explore. I don't think we bother getting our update right now. I'm sure it's small and doesn't matter too much. So we'll change hero on into Lash. See, yeah, let's see how the Lash is looking. Okay. They might have undersold the map changes. Hold up. Hold up. This still looks like it probably isn't technically finished, but obviously at the very least, Zipline's looking much cooler, much less derpy. Base looking much more designed. I'm actually not even sure. Is it basically done with maybe some very subtle changes to come? Like, I was assuming walls back here probably not done. Like, these are probably going to be at least slightly more polished up, get some more definition or something, maybe turn into like proper brick with some 3D modeling. Let me zip. But then we've got all these pipes around. Ooh, okay, okay. Hold up, anybody? McDonald's playground? Anybody? Anybody? That takes me back. Sorry, if you're too young, you probably can't relate because they got rid of them all. Oh my God. I don't care how irrelevant these are. We need to go in them now. They're so satisfying. We got some just like rebar around and shit. Obviously, still all these different pipes. Lots and lots of pipes. See how this zip's looking. I think it's basically same as before. Maybe slight update. Am I losing it or do I can't think of what they're called. I feel terrible. It's been too long. What are these? What do you call them? I can call them tower, but that's not what I mean. I mean the actual proper name. They look slightly remodeled, right? A little bit more, Iron Giant, if you will. Oh, oh my, hang on. Hang on. Oh, we are cooking. Classic. Check it out. Check. Not done. Not done yet. I knew it. The moment I saw this wall back here, it does seem like it's been updated a bit. The moment I saw this wall back here, this is the classic room. This room will, like, if there's any room that is going to take the longest to ever get changed, it's this one. But also, to be fair, it might be that they're not even planning on keeping it that way. Oh my! What? Wait a minute. Are they just completely changing the vibe? I think we might be going... Wow. I did not expect all this. Okay. This is a bigger Deadlock update than I was realizing. This is a lot to the map. This looks ridiculously good. It seems like they're slightly fusing the concept they were starting to work their way towards with, you know, like York being more of a New York theme, Park, you know, wait, actually is green technically, green is Park, right? And it just doesn't match the G. Its lead letter anymore. I think is still a thing, but it seems like they're sort of fusing it with, some of the just general lore of the game. So it's less kind of generic, like American/European history style for, like, you know, Greenwich and York and different stuff like that, Broadway, and more of like game lore style in here. But lots of different art, lots of different stuff. Some of it a little bit more subtle, like this. Nice. I've still slightly got it. I haven't played this game in so long. But like this has been very significantly changed. I really wanted to punch that for a second. Walker looking the same, I believe, given Walker got polished not too long ago. Very cool crane. So much different stuff, man. It just feels like they're filling in the art a lot. And that even if the map gets changes, which who knows how much there would be, that I'm sure they can reuse a lot of these different assets that they've built or just slightly tweak them. Like we're getting stuff like this in here. Lots of minor stuff to really bring things to life. Check that out. Ooh. I don't think we can get up here, right? Oh my god, we can. Oh, I just had to come in from outside. Okay, okay. Hold up. This is just... I'm not losing it, right? This is just literally new. Am I losing it? Does something about the art make it feel different than it would be otherwise? I can't believe my movement is actually acceptable right now. I honestly, like, it's blowing my mind. It's been so long. It's not like that was my thing to begin with. I even tried to do the, what do you call it? The stuff they added, like, as I stopped playing. The little crouch slide they added in after vaulting. Anything back here? Valve stop. I don't know how clear this is going to come through on the YouTube video. This is strangely photorealistic, and it's making me uncomfortable. I don't think there's any way it's going to look like this long term. It looks like, bro, it looks like the Oblivion remaster or something. Like, it looks like genuine, like, defined rock, like tiles. Like, look at this, man. You can see right here where my crosshair is. You can see the clay or whatever that they use to stick bricks together. And it's just like look at here. Look at Lash being all animated, and then look at the rocks. It's just actually strange. I'm uncomfortable. That's funny. That's got to be getting changed. They're either gonna like just make it look more, I don't know, kind of low definition, like low poly or something. This looks very cool. It's crazy that we're only in one lane right now. The straight up train tracks for York. And then I can assume that we have something similar that way. There's a chance we've been blessed, because I feel like this side maybe looks better from giving it a peek. But it doesn't matter too much. Obvious theme is if you guys really want to see what's going on, of course, take a peek in game. But otherwise, I am here for you, and we will check things out. This not looking too overhauled overall. I really should have bought a little bit. Yeah, why punch? Oh! Oh! Hang on, can I buy? Let's find out. Let me get a little superior stamina and a majestic leap if we can. I'm assuming we can. It's not called superior stamina? Silly me was forgetting that. Get me in here. Oh my god. Walter Fairfax. So we are building the lore a bit. We've got different lighting around. Okay, it is looking like they maybe went crazy with York in comparison to Broadway here. Let me go back to that jungle, though. I gotta see that. Stop trying to hurt me. Yeah, check this out. And we do have, I can't think of what they're called right now. Oops. Messed up the wall jump. But these, we do have these about. It's like kind of similar to how it was before as far as where these are set up, but the actual map itself is pretty different, like structurally around here. This looking like it's staying the same for now. Basically, lighting has gotten really significantly overhauled, it feels like. Because it feels like even when you're not getting like the green candles and like the skybox lighting and stuff like that, it does just kind of, there's generally a bit more of a glow to the game, I would say. And here's just kind of a different angle as we go into that section we were just in. So let's take yet another peek down Broadway and actually see what it's looking like down towards the base. And then let's go over to what I'm assuming is still Park, but basically Greenwich. Greenwich in my heart. Yeah, this looking like it's maybe hasn't received quite as much love, which is fine. And Valve did say, of course, more is on the way. Obviously, everything is not fully finalized to begin with. Okay, it's looking like York maybe got some crazy treatment, and everything else isn't going to be quite as exciting. York looks absolutely badass right now. I think this is new, though, right? I think that has to be. So probably more to come, like, relatively soon for the other lanes. With the insane amount of detail in York, we've got to assume, right? So that should do it for the map. Let's go check out some heroes, and we can just stay in the map for this, although maybe we'll want to go back. We should probably go practice range, so that we can properly test out the abilities. And we can do it from here. Hop into the sandbox. Okay, so. Oh, we're not going to be able to test them, that's right. So we only get to test Mira for now. I was actually forgetting that. So we'll check out Mira Kit, and that's going to be it. Okay, I'm not sure about this. That's very twirly. What do you guys think? What do you think? The slide's pretty nice. I can't tell if I'm losing it, but I feel like my gun, at least from this angle, kind of looks like a water gun. It's also kind of weird. Huh. I wonder if she's very finished. Oh, wait. I think I got like passive or something there. I feel like I was just beaming right there. Okay, let's actually take a peek at the kit, of course. It's been too long, I don't know how to pull it up. It's been way too long. So, Rake, slash with your umbrella, dealing spirit damage, increasing with their missing health. Okay, if Rake kills a target, receive a heal. So it does 60 damage, 1 spirit scaling, and then on hero hit, missing health is damage 3%, which is not a ton. And then heal for 30% per kill with 1-time spirit scaling. And we can upgrade it rank 1, plus 20 heal per kill, rank 2 plus 60 damage, rank 5 plus 6% missing health is damage. So that's seeming pretty decent. But I believe we can heal a ton off of this if we're just using it effectively on minions. So let me see if I can take some damage and possibly get a circumstance where we can actually do that. Do things to me. All right, where are the minions at? Where are the minions at? Come on. Am I getting screwed? Did they change this? They're just not spawning right now. Maybe I don't get to properly test that. And we'll just have to take a peek at what the kit does and not as much of what it looks like. Oh, it's just a little cone, huh? Okay. Let's go no cooldown.
You wanna play?
Just a simple little slash. So very melee range here.
I'll make it quick.
Okay. So then, of course, if we're last hitting enemy heroes, if we're last hitting minions, we should be healing. I really wanted to test that off of minions, but I guess we don't really properly get to. I guess we can do a jungle camp. There we go. Small heal. Maybe get this one low too. Oh my god, it hurts. It hurts. There we go. Yeah, pretty minor, but I do have it upgraded. Of course, if we get some spirit scaling going, it can get a lot bigger. So pretty simple ability, nothing too crazy. Sanguine Retreat for the 2. Briefly disperse, becoming untargetable, and flying to a target location. Can be recast a second time within a brief window. Ooh, okay. So we've got a 10-meter range, 3-second recast window. Can upgrade the cast range, on cast gain 30% fire rate, and reload 8 bullets, which actually seems really good based on our 12-bullet mag size. And then minus 7-second cooldown. It's got a 27-second cooldown to start. Oh, that looks sick. Oh, that looks so cool. All right, let me turn off no cooldown so it's actually like proper. Okay, so we've basically just got a double use out of it, is how it's going to actually work. Of course, not infinitely, but like for that short window, we can go up. I'm assuming we can go down.
On the prowl.
Yeah, get all over the place with it. So, seems potentially pretty strong. We've got untargetable. It's a pretty small, like, teleport slash reposition. It's pretty similar to dashing. Honestly, if anything, a little bit slower, I think. But, you know, of course, the fact that we can just simply untargetable, it's like, oh, here comes Geist Bomb, dodge, or something like that. It'll be interesting to see, too, if it's something where, like, if you're getting Geist swapped, for example, if it's still something that you can even bait cooldowns with, which I guess is maybe the only example I can think of for that, where you could, like, get Geist ult down, similar to, like, when you Yamato ult it with perfect timing. We'll have to see if that ends up being some sort of tech for it. But either way, it's got a lot of potential if you can just min-max this perfectly. It's a little bit like having a just crazy counterspell for an ability. Seems potentially very, very strong. So, Love Bites are 3. Can we actually proc this? Like, by activating it? No, it's a passive like Infernus 3. Okay. So, Love Bites. Bullets and abilities apply spirit damage, building up to a burst of bonus spirit damage, as we've seen a bit just shooting different dummies and different enemies and stuff. Has a unique cooldown per target, 8-second cooldown per target, only does 6 damage with 0.06 spirit scaling, and then on proc, 45 bonus damage with 1.5 times spirit scaling. And if we get it upgraded, we should also upgrade the 2 and check that out. On proc, plus 4 movement speed for 3 seconds. That seems really nutty. We'll have to see how it feels in practice. And then plus 4 damage, plus 55 bonus damage, and then minus 3-second cooldown per target. So first, let's upgrade the 2. Get it fully upgraded, bigger cast range. Yeah, still doesn't feel crazy. It definitely, like, it gets bigger. Honestly, I think the biggest value is probably going to be the 30% fire rate and bullet reload more than anything. And actually, if we want to shoot a little bit here, let me get down to, like, 3 bullets. And let's see. There's 8. Okay, it's just, that's what I wanted to see, if the recast gave us another 8. I guess we can test that again. Let me go, no cooldown. Do one of these, shoot a little bit. Okay, so we can get it back, though. So we can reuse the 8, which is cool. So if we do it one more time. Oh, that's kind of weird. We got, like, bonus reload right there. I'm already cooking up tech.
Bye-bye.
Do this. Do this. Yeah, so we can min-max the bullets really hard with that. That's crazy strong for, like, stick potential. I could see that plus like Fleetfoot might make her a bit of a nightmare. So then Love Bites, don't bother upgrading it yet. Actually, do we bother? No, let's just try and get the bonus damage. Okay, we got it right there. Can see by the effects too. And then let's feel this out. Oh, we're gonna be on cooldown, aren't we? Yeah. Wait for the cooldown. So the move speed itself feels decently strong, but it does take a bit of time to actually get it going. I'm sure this is pretty nice. Yeah, so cooldown rate might end up being interesting for her. Because it would make it so we could be doing that more often when we're shooting. Of course, we can get the bats more often. Can use the umbrella swipe more often. All right, and then finally the ultimate. Unleash a cloud of bats that seek out targets, each dealing spirit damage and applying silence. Passive triggering Love Bites against heroes permanently increases the number of bats released. That's right, they brought that up in the notes. So 30 bats per second? That sounds like a lot of bats. Let's just chuck this. Oh my god. Okay, it doesn't look like as many bats. The camera is crazy for that. I almost feel like I'm playing a different game right now. It's just a different thing entirely. So we can up the number of bats. All right. 6 damage. Not much. Hang on, let me just directly... Oh my, okay, it's a lot. This ultimate might be terrifying. Oh my god, man. But anyways, let's actually keep going through it. Yeah, triggering Love Bites against heroes permanently increase the number of bats, 6 damage, 0.12 times spirit scaling. On hit, silence, 1 second debuff duration, 2 bonus bats per Love Bite, 75 total bats released. Whoops, wrong one. Okay, so is this not going to update? Because, like, we triggered love bites there. So is it not going to update the amount of bats? Or was I dumb? No, I think it's not going to update the amount, but we should have more, right? Like, even if I just ult again. Yeah, our damage went up, right? So we're getting some more bats in there, I guess. Oh, it's just going to show it down here. It's not going to show it in the UI. So that probably needs to get tweaked at some point. We have plus 22, which I am assuming is going to be plus 22 total, not per second. So we would be at 97 total bats released, which I don't remember how many times we proc this. I guess a decent chunk, right? So it takes a while. It takes a while. But if you're getting constant value out of this throughout the game, then I'm sure hypothetically you could at least double the amount of bats that you're starting with. And it already seems like crazy damage to start. And then upgrading it very quickly, plus 2 damage, considering it's only 6 damage per bat, that's a lot. It's a very long cooldown, 150-second cooldown. Take it down to 110 with the second rank. And then on hit deal plus 1% current health as damage. Yeah, we haven't built items. Hang on. Buy everything. Buy absolutely everything. We don't need to be buying all this much. Just something like that. Yeah, that seems pretty good. It seems. I'm gonna go out on. Hang on. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say it's decent. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. My tests have been biased. Although actually, that might have been a little bit buggy. Hang on. Wait. Has it been biased? No. Okay. I think it was getting. I think that was just a weird zipline block. That's like kind of specific to the mode. Unless there really is a skybox thing. Let's see. I guess you're not under the zip, so maybe we can test it better on you.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
I can't quite tell.
Later, losers.
No, I think it's got to be. Yeah, I think the zipline hitbox has to be getting kind of weird, or like a skybox hitbox, one or the other, because we can still get really high and just AOE the absolute shit out of it. And actually, with that in mind, let me see. Okay. I don't remember seeing that before.
On the prowl. Now you can.
Okay. It must be skybox hitbox. Hang on, we'll fall.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
I'm trying to see how like the damage spreads. No, it's still wild. Oh my god, this ability's insane. We're gonna be putting in absolute work with that. So yeah. That should do it for the kit. Let's keep in mind, how much scaling do we get? So 0.12, that is terrifying. So it's 0.12 times scaling per bat, right? Like, has to be what it is. So even with the 75 total bats that you start with, if we land all of those, we are getting over 7 times scaling. So if we manage to get up to even just 100 spirit power, that is 700 spirit damage that we have added on. That is a lot. That is a lot of damage. But it does take a while to cast. It is definitely, like, it's going to be interruptible. Although if you get the silence off, it's going to make it harder to interrupt it. This seems like it could be so menacing, man. Like, it could be so ridiculously strong. Honestly, this might be a straight-up early refresher character so that you get second ultimate. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm overcooking with that. I could see it being a thing. Aside from this probably being a nightmare to deal with once we're actually in-game, I actually feel like this ultimate's pretty cool.
The longer this goes on, the worse it's gonna get.
Because in a way, it's got like a 7 ult type thing, but much more directed. And it's... Deadlock has such crazy kits so often that this actually, even though it's relatively simple, it actually feels kind of unique, you know? Like, feels a little bit more like maybe an Overwatch ultimate or something. Not in a bad way. In a good way, it actually feels like something different. But we'll have to see how it feels in-game. So I'm trying to think, other than that... Oh, we should check out our punches. Very simple. We're not missing out on much. What about light? Okay, those could use some... I don't think we're keeping this. This is the weakest shit I've seen in my life. Yeah, I'm assuming those will get tweaked soon. I think that should do it, right? Maybe a majestic leap?
If you need more protection, you know where to find me.
Very regal. Not much to it. Parry. Okay, parry, umbrella goes in. Yeah, I think that should basically sum things up, right? Maybe a quick magic carpet check.
Run a city, guaranteed. Well, not an actual guarantee. You leave the
Yeah, I don't think we're missing out on much with that. So that should probably do it for the patch notes. We've checked out the map. We've kind of just gone over the general thing. We've checked out the new hideout that's in. And then we've looked at, for now, the only hero that we can, because unless I am being stupid, we can't check on any of these.
Today
Yeah.
isn't the day for mercy.
So, of course, we will be checking them out as they come in. Let me know. Do I do it? That would be so weird. No, surely we just play a game with them each day as they come out. Is going to be going forward what we're doing. Like, well, today we'll just do a simple patch notes video, keep things relatively short. I'm going to need some time to play the game and be less of a bot. And then we'll hopefully be able to play the new heroes as they come out often enough that we can actually do a video with them as they're coming out and do a Mina video tomorrow, I would hope. And then whoever's next, like if Doorman's next, try and do a Doorman video as he comes out that day. And maybe just kind of start the video with a kit summary. I don't know. Something like that. You guys can let me know what you'd like to see. Oh yeah, quick Vindicta check. Go fast. Okay, I want to see if her face looks different, but I can't tell. And then, did anybody else look different here? That's what else we need to check. Okay, I might have been losing it with Ivy. Ivy might already look like this. There might be more coming. Pocket.
Gift for my 18th birthday was a bullet to the chest.
At least from here, just kind of mostly looking like Pocket.
Thank you.
And then Lash, we already saw when we were checking out the map changes.
He's Bebop.
That's a very buffed man. He's Bebop. And I think that's all that looked different, right? Because the other one was Vin. Oh, and then maybe Great Talon. No, he just looked different in the art. Okay, Great Talon otherwise the same. So yeah, that should do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I was already planning on coming back to Deadlock in general. I've only just been taking a break away from it because I've been waiting for the next update to cook. It's taken a while. It sounds like there is plenty to come in the near future as well. And of course, while we technically have one hero for now, very, very quickly, we're going to be getting 6 entire heroes out of this update, which is a lot because forever ago, they had added in Holiday, Calico, Sinclair, and then somebody else that I'm just Viper. The first second I was losing it, forgetting who it was. So we had 4 heroes. That was already a big update on its own. And now we're getting big map changes, big UI changes, kind of general vibe of the game is shifting a bit. And 6 heroes to come very, very quickly here. That'll hopefully all be very, very cool. And are seeming like they'll be at least fairly polished coming into the game. They might be incredibly unbalanced, but it seems like a lot of their art is done compared to some of the different ones we've seen. Like already, like maybe already Viper. Like if Viper was coming in now, would maybe look more different. I don't know. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room. Walls keep tumbling down.